In the narrative of Judges, the intertwining of human affairs with spiritual forces is a central motif, transcending the mere physical interactions between individuals. Within this biblical text, the term gods or God arises about 24 times, predominantly in reference to entities within the spiritual realm, often depicted as demons. The Hebrew term employed, Elohim, encapsulates denizens of the unseen realm, encompassing a spectrum of spiritual entities such as angels, demons, and the divine. This linguistic choice serves to highlight a profound aspect of biblical theology, the dynamic interaction between human actions and the overarching influence of spiritual powers. By consistently weaving references to spiritual beings into the fabric of human narratives, the Book of Judges a worldview that acknowledges the presence and impact of supernatural forces on earthly affairs. This perspective illuminates the complexity of human experiences, suggesting that individual choices and historical events are not isolated occurrences, but are instead entangled within a broader spiritual tapestry. The prophetic lens through which Judges presents history reveals a dynamic where divine and demonic powers intersect with human affairs. The narrative illustrates how these spiritual entities operate through individuals, nations, and kings. It's a depiction of cosmic warfare, where the divine purpose clashes with demonic opposition. This cosmic conflict mirrors the dichotomy between God's creation and Satan's counterfeit, a recurring motif throughout biblical theology. In understanding the celestial hierarchy, one encounters a delineation of rank and authority within the angelic realm. Notably, only two high-ranking angels are named in the Bible: Michael and Gabriel, symbolizing their significant roles in divine affairs. Conversely, while most demons remain unnamed, a few, such as Baal and Astra, emerge with distinctive identities. These named demons serve as archetypes, representing broader spiritual forces at play. Baal, often depicted as male, and Astra, portrayed as female, symbolize more than mere gender distinctions. They epitomize spiritual influences seeking to distort God's design for humanity. Just as humans reflect the divine image as male and female, demons embody a twisted version of gender identity, transcending binary categorizations. This spiritual fluidity, manifested in the demonic realm, seeks to undermine God's ordained order. The Book of Judges provides a backdrop for understanding the pervasive influence of Baal and Astra, whose seductive allure constantly ensnares God's people. Their agenda extends beyond mere idol worship. It encompasses a broader campaign to pervert human sexuality and identity. The parallels between ancient idolatry and contemporary cultural trends are striking. Just as Baal and Astra sought worship through distortion, modern ideologies seek to redefine human identity and sexuality. The cultural forces at play reflect a larger spiritual battle, a tug-of-war between embracing God's design and succumbing to demonic deception. The societal push towards non-binary gender identities and sexual fluidity mirrors the age-old strategy of Baal and Astra. Their aim is to subvert humanity's reflection of divine order, replacing it with confusion and chaos. In this spiritual warfare, individuals are confronted with a choice: to embrace their God-given identity or succumb to demonic influence. The battleground extends beyond physicality to encompass the very essence of human nature. Gender and sexuality become arenas for spiritual conflict, a reflection of the broader cosmic struggle between good and evil. As believers navigate these turbulent waters, they must remain anchored in God's truth, resisting the siren call of spiritual deception. The cultural currents may be strong, but the divine anchor holds firm. By embracing God's design for humanity, individuals align themselves with His purposes, standing as beacons of truth in a world shrouded in darkness. Ultimately, the narrative of Judges serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder of the dangers of spiritual compromise and the enduring nature of divine truth. In a world plagued by confusion and chaos, God's word stands as a beacon of hope, guiding believers through the tumultuous seas of life.